Saw, then good to see him back tonight for the Arizona Wildcats in a thorough, like Tommy Lloyd would Tommy Lloyd say about Sunday's game. They got their arses kicked. Well, it was a total arse kicking tonight by the Wildcats over the Colorado Buffaloes. 97-50 was your final score as you see it there on our live stream. If you are watching, we are streaming this show live, video-wise, on a number of platforms. You can get us on Twitch. You can get us on Facebook Live, YouTube, as well as Twitter. Twitter at Wildcats1290. All of the others at Wildcats Radio 1290. Audio-wise, I think we should be up and back. We got a little bit ahead of normal, so I had to go and take down the fence that we have to throw up during the game. So hopefully we'll be back up on our audio stream here shortly as well over at Wildcats Radio 1290.com and as well as our Wildcats Radio 1290 app. 97-50, the final. I'm David Kelly, joined as always by my guys Kelvin Efon and J.W. Madden. Kylan Boswell, 14 points. He didn't really have to do much after halftime. He got 12 of his 14 points in the first half. He hit 4 3-point shots. The Wildcats made 11 threes. So, again, at home, when they get going, they can make 3-point shots. We've seen that now in a number of games. It's just, can they, I would very much like to see a performance like this, shooting 3-pointers on the road at some point, just to prove to me that they can do it away from home, because we've seen that they can do it at McKale Center when they're comfortable. Kylan kind of hit that first one, and you always say, Kelvin, you see that first one go in, you usually get that confidence very early on, and you could see it in his stroke that he had that confidence tonight that had been gone for a few ball games.
Well, I saw it in his legs. I always say great shooters, the foundation comes from your feet up, and I just felt like that he had his feet set. He was using his legs. Most of the shots was coming off catch and shoot. So, again, that's like a layup for most of these guys, especially when they're locked in. They just did a great job moving the ball and letting the ball come back to him and letting the ball do the work. Was very comfortable out there, was back to his ways on defense, being aggressive. Sometimes guys play a little better defense, when their shot is going. Sometimes it works like that. So, again, I just thought that it was good to see him bounce back. I hear you, DK, saying that, you want to see it on the road. On the road, you kind of expect to shoot a little, to have tough nights, and I do think there'll be a few games in there where these guys will really shoot the ball well. But I think Coach Lloyd just had these guys ready to go today. I think how feisty he was at that at the press conference, I guarantee you he was He was saying, he was saying, move on. We move past that already because I'm sure he went in there, and talked to him and said, "Hey guys, we're going to have to perform better than this because I don't want to answer these kind of questions."
Exactly. 97-50, the final. KJ Simpson, 5 of 17 from the floor, finished with just 10 points. Did have 7 rebounds, but turned it over 8 times, 18 turnovers total for the Colorado Buffaloes. JW, that's the kind of defense you want to see against a very, very good player in KJ Simpson.
Yeah, we talked about how it wouldn't be one guy, it's going to be multiple guys, and everybody who was on him took that personally, especially after what happened in Palo Alto the other night. I think we all expected it. The entire fan base expected the Arizona defense to come out with a more concerted effort, everybody being on the same page and then being locked in on your own assignments. I don't know that we expected it to be quite like that, right? I mean, they're missing a couple of guys. That's an undermanned team coming in. It's a good Colorado team. We didn't see the real Colorado Buffaloes tonight. That being said, I think if they had their 2 guys, Kelvin, I don't know if they could have done much better.
Not
because
tonight.
Arizona was not going to let them get anything easy. As far as 3-point shooting goes, I'll tell you how it is. Coach Lloyd, since day one, has been a very interior-based coach. So all the high-low stuff, look at all the recruits. There aren't a lot of teams in America running centers, let alone 3 centers on the roster, right? So the scout for Arizona will always be to take away the paint, take away Ballo's post-ups, take away drives from Pella and those kind of guys. And what does that leave available? that leaves open shots from the outside. So if you're scouting a Tommy Lloyd team, DK, you're scouting them to force them into taking shots, because this is not Rick Pitino's Kentucky Wildcats here. They're not trying to look for three-point shots to shoot. There are some capable shooters and some very good shooters on this team. You just want those guys to take those shots with confidence within the offense. Like Kelvin said, when Boswell sets his feet, flicks that wrist, I mean, he's got about as pretty a form as you've ever seen. I just love the fact that all of those shots from the three-point line, they take only 20 in the game, right? Something like that. Mm-hmm. They all came within the flow of the offense. None of them were forced. And there's a goading in there. When you talk about zone defense, you talk about drop covers, that kind of thing. It's like daring guys, Kelvin, who aren't exceptional outside shooters from taking that. I can make this. I've been making this shot since I was a kid in my backyard or whatever. But under those lights and the pressure of those moments, not so much. So I think there's been some times, DK, where you've seen Arizona jump the gun and take some early threes. They could have got a better shot. That wasn't the case tonight. Tonight, all the shots were within rhythm.
And I'll say this, DK. I'll say this, J-Dub. I think they were more sometimes overconfident that they could make them. That's what I really thought. I mean, they were number one in the country. You feeling yourself. And you just you're snaking every. Have you seen much snaking lately?
Not much. I think I saw it one time in the first half, but that's about it.
Okay, did he shoot it? Or did he pass it off?
No, he passed it off.
Yeah, okay. I guarantee you go back and look. He was shooting every one of them off.
After that Wisconsin game, there's a couple, Kelvin, where Kylan did a little inside-out dribble and then pulled from 25 with about 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Yeah, that type of thing.
And today he had one where he came down to the top of the key and shot it right there. I don't mind off the dribble like that, DK. Right down, you coming down the middle, the defense is bagging up, they're disrespecting you, and you step right in and you put your toes right on the top of the line and take that shot. That's a layup. But the ones that you shooting way out there, you can get a better shot than that.
Yeah.
You can get a better shot than that.
And when you look at the fact that the Wildcats won this game by 47 points, is that the total? 47. Yep. That's way past that 21 coming off a loss that we had talked about. That we had talked about.
Well, we could do the math.
That average is going to go way up.
Normally that would be difficult math, but because Tommy Lloyd's lost so few games here on campus at the U of A, you could do that math pretty quick and figure out how. But yeah, if it's 21 on average and they did 47 tonight, it's got to be now close to 24 or 25 on average.
I mean, just nuts how they basically just came out and took control of this ball game from the get-go. Never trailed tonight, did the Arizona Wildcats, in winning it 97-50. We got a lot coming up for you. We want to hear from you tonight. 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to call. You can call us at that number. You can text us at that number. Your thoughts on what you saw from this Arizona Wildcats team. Another solid night in the middle from Mateus Krivas. He's obviously a freshman. He's still kind of lanky. Chris Rounds will put some beef on him. I'm sure he'll be beefed up by the time he gets to be a sophomore, junior. But you know what? He can bang. He can bang in there on the offensive end, man. He likes to. He's not afraid of the contact. I like that from him.
I like Coach's thoughts after the game when he was sitting down with Brian, and he just, because you got to get tougher. And Kelvin, talks. I've been hearing Kelvin talk about this for 10 years or more. The idea that someone comes from Europe as a softer player, it's just the style of play. It's a lot more cutting, a lot more freedom and openness. Here in the States, if you cut through there, you're going to get a body on you. If you try to get any kind of position in, it's a lot of elbows, a lot of really, Chris Rounds is very famous around these parts, but guess what? There's strength and conditioning coaches at every university across America. There's some strong guys out there. What Coach said tonight was Krivas, he took a leap and got, tougher and got stronger down there, Kelvin. And it's not a matter of how much weight you're carrying with you. It's a matter of what you're doing when you got the ball, especially on the block. He just was very assertive with his finishes, especially.
15 of his last 17 from the field is Mateus Krivas. Well, let's go back. No, actually, 16 of his last 18 if you go back to the Florida Atlantic game, because he made his only shot in that game. He only took 2 shots against Stanford, made both of those. 6 of 7 against California, 7 of 8 in the game tonight. 16 of his last 18 field goals, Mateus Krivas has made.
More important to me, the 9 rebounds.
Yeah.
I'm cool. Hey, I'm great. I love the buckets. I mean, trust me. I need my boards.
Right?
I need my boards from the big guy. And so when I'm looking at 9 rebounds, led the team in rebounds tonight. That's what I'm talking about. You know, what's that? In 17 minutes, you got 9 boards. That's what I need to see. 4 fouls. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. 4 fouls. And had to, yeah.
That shows that you're not giving up easy baskets, right?
Hey, you in there
Well, one of them I think was a moving pick.
Okay,
I think
but
they
you
caught
in there bumping
it.
and
Yeah, I
grind
think
though.
they caught him
Moving pick. That means you trying to hit somebody.
Right. Okay.
That's why I'm. Come on.
Okay, we'll take. You'll take that.
I need to see that from the freshman.
Yeah.
I need to see that. You be physical. I mean, of course, you use your fouls, so now you're being physical. Now I can coach you out of a couple of those fouls, calm you down a little bit. Remember, I always say that. I say I'd rather have to calm a guy down than have to try to rev him up all the time. So no, that's beautiful to see. 9 rebounds and 4 fouls. Them my 2 circled on there. That's my 2 circled on there. Hey, Doug, I'm serious. I need to know you're gonna play physical, man.
Yeah.
I need to know if I'm the coach. I ain't their coach, but I'm saying.
Hey, I mean TCU and Houston, right?
There you go.
I mean, like we've seen what it's like to play against those teams that just they're playing football on a basketball court, right? Within the rules and within the limits, but it's not a matter of how big you are. It's about how much attitude you bring to the court.
If there was obviously one tough thing about tonight's game, it was Umar Ballo, just 1 of 7, and it really looked like when we talk about banging. I mean, Eddie Lampkin early on looked like he wanted a piece of Ballo. He wanted to establish who the dominant big man was going to be in that game. He was banging down there. He was chesting Ballo at the offensive end, and I wonder if that kind of maybe took Umar out of his game a little bit. Just couldn't finish around the basket today.
Well, if you look at the foul count, and it was 10 free throws, 20 taken total by both teams.
Right.
Ref wasn't calling a lot of fouls.
That's true.
You know, the only guy in foul trouble was, our guy coming off the bench, and most of those are in the second half, Crevis. So he let the big fellas play. He let them play in there a little bit. It was a lot of grabbing on Ballo from the guards coming in there. I think they wanted to send him to the line. How many free throws did he end up with here?
6.
6, okay, right there. So he took 6 out of the 10. So they came in, so they're being so physical there. The refs not calling foul. They letting the games play. It's a Pac-12 game. I kind of like that because that gets you ready for a tournament play. I know that's way down the line, but you need as many games as possible to be in that situation to where you can't look to the ref to give you the little touches and the grabs and the little touch. Like the one that they called on Lampkin when Ballo scored.
Yeah.
I thought that was soft.
Mm-hmm.
When they called the touch on the arm. I was like, what we gonna do here, man? Now, because when Lampkin went out the game, we went on a crazy run, and then they kind of figured out it wasn't his foul. The first foul, when he tripped over, when the guy kind of tripped over him, I think it was Pella kind of tripped over him, and then I think they ended up giving a foul to KJ Simpson. But regardless, he was out the game, and so they really went on a run, and I think it was too late by the time he got back in there. Arizona was just locked. He
also stepped on Crevis's foot at one point. We were watching real close to that, and he was lipping around a little bit, Lampkin, about maybe 10 minutes into the game that went down. So, yeah, I mean, Ballo only played 15 minutes in that overtime game when they played TCU. So it's not like he and Lampkin have a long history.
Exactly.
But I could tell that clearly, Tad, Colorado's game plan was to not Kelvin let Ballo have 15 dunks. So they were collapsing. Anytime he got the ball anywhere close to there were 2-3 guys on him.
All right, 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Just looking at the shot sheet tonight in terms of the layups, they were 21 of 34, so still missing a lot of shots around the basket. That's 13 shots, and they missed 2 dunks, including the one by Mr. Caleb Love, who came up just a little bit
about
short.
2 inches too short on that one.
2 inches too short on that one. So still maybe missing a few too many shots around the rim from the inside 2 feet than you would like. But again, when you shoot the ball like they did tonight from distance, you can miss a few more of those. 97-50 was your final. 520-848-1290. Let's take our first call tonight from Howie. You're on the Meridian Wealth Management postgame show, Wildcats Radio 1290.
Hey, Happy New Year, you guys.
Happy New
New
Year,
Year.
Howie.
Yeah. Hey, that was great. We talked about this after the Stanford game, that, effort. And tonight they showed us, the Cats showed us effort. And the thing about Barlow, remember Shaq? They used to do the same thing with Shaq, except Shaq, I think, had better hands than Barlow. They would foul him to get him to the free throw line because he couldn't make free throws. But yeah, the team was great. I don't. What do you say? The whole team played great.
Well, and I think
know?
Shaq was a lot stronger than Umar Barlow.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of big men in
And,
college
and,
as strong
and to be
as-
fair,
as
the system
Shaquille
was
O'Neal.
really built around Shaq. Shaq would get 30 shots in these games. Barlow to me, 7 shots right there. A lot of big men would be, at the coach trying to get more. And to me, he's one of those ultimate team players. He has ultimate belief in coach and the system. Followed him here, as we all know. So he's not bothered, by this. Now I'm sure he's going to want to play better the next game, which we're going to need versus Utah. I would love a kind of angry Barlow, right? But he said it himself. He said, what did he say? Playing in the Pac-12 is hard.
Hard,
I wish I had the little button where I could have pressed it right there. You know what I'm saying? But he said it himself, and this was one of those hard games.
He also, guys, had 3 assists.
I was going to ask you guys about
For
this. It
3-point.
seems like sometimes Barlow, his hands. There's some shots. I would think he would just jam home, or take it in, and it just hits the rim, or it's weird. I don't know. Once in occasionally.
I think probably against the bigger guys. Because even though a lot of time when you a bigger guy, it's weird sometimes playing against another big guy when you don't see him all the time.
Or you're used to like moving people around, right, Kelvin?
Yeah, exactly. And Lampkin, you ain't too many people moving. Lampkin and the other big fella Edie, ain't too many people moving them.
No, not at all. They are planted.
Yeah, but he's a presence, man. That's what's great about him. He's a presence, and compared to his days when he sat on the bench at Gonzaga, he's come a long way.
I think the way you got to look at it is that almost a lot of the stuff that Arizona has go positive in their offensive sets come as a result of Barlow posting up strong in the paint. Because if you don't have that, then all of a sudden, those guys are much freer and they're running out as shooters. You're not getting the clean cuts through the lane. But guess what? You got to keep a body on Barlow. You have to have somebody pressing against Barlow and trying to keep him away from right under that cylinder, because we've seen what happens when you don't. He can just, what does he get, 5-6 dunks a game when that does not happen? So I think what you saw tonight was Colorado was not going to settle for letting Barlow dominate in the paint. So their whole defense was centered around that, and they were just knocking down shots.
He's got a nice shot from about, 4 or 5 feet out, that soft jumper. I like that.
No, the shot put.
I don't know.
Push
He can't
shot.
shoot
The
free
shot
throws,
put.
but he's got a jump. He's got a sweet jump shot from about 5 feet.
I don't know if I
Ain't
call
calling-
it
I'm
sweet.
not calling that a jump
I
shot
don't
either.
call it sweet.
Not
but-
calling that a jump shot. That's one of them shots from back in your day, Howie.
Exactly. That's kind of like
Effective.
I kind of call it a throw. It's more of a throw. It looks like he should be out on the track
Whatever it
team.
is.
I tell you, that's one of them shots from way back, Howie.
It goes in better than the free throw.
Yeah, maybe one-handed free throws.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, I thought the Cats, all in all, man, got an A+ tonight.
It was good. It was a good win for sure. I don't know if I'd say A+. I never believe anything. I'm one of those people that never gives, like, when you do a survey and even you had great service, I still usually give them a 9 because I don't think that anything is ever perfect, and I'm never going to say there was an 8. The only A+ performance is winning a national championship on April the 8th. That
That's
if
right.
you win on that night, then we can call it an A+ performance. Howie, I appreciate your call as always. Thanks for checking in. We'll take more of your calls, 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. Get our first break of the night. We'll review our keys to the game, best bets. J-Dub's a smart one. J-Dub's a smart one. That's all I'm going to tell you on that.
I was just a contrarian is all that was.
You play a contrarian, but you knew exactly what you were doing on that. You knew exactly what you were doing. All right, it is the Meridian Wealth Management postgame show, and we are listening, or you are listening, I should say. We are performing for you on Wildcats Radio 1290.
This hour of the Meridian Wealth Management postgame show is brought to you by Advanced Auto Care, Crest Insurance Group, Desert Diamond Casinos, First Chiropractic, Frog Inn Firkin, Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates, Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating and Plumbing, the Polston Results Team with Keller Williams, Southern Arizona, Royal GMC Buick and Cadillac, Royal Kia, Royal Jaguar Land Rover, the Window Depot, Blue Whale Car Wash, Caruso's Italian Restaurant, Cool Willie's Air and Plumbing, The Diamond Store, Goldberg and Osborne, Goodfellas AC.
Hey, Eugene, what's with the giant pile of scratcher tickets?
With these scratchers, I'll win enough dough to enroll in the UberTube car repair classes and finally know how to fix your car right.
Well, then keep on scratching, Eugene.
Good luck on that, guys. But if you need a sure thing in automotive repair or for your next set of tires, check out Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. And this month, pay with your Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care card and get $66 back.
And check out our full page of promotions and discounts at jackfurriers.com.
Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care since 1960, here to get you there.
As a homeowner, you've probably seen some pretty bad plumbing problems.
Yeah, I've seen a few.
We've seen them all.
All of them?
Ram's Plumbing kept entire buildings flowing. Businesses since 1983.
Wow, so whatever happens to my house...
We've seen it before, and we have the solution. Locally owned and operated, Ram Plumbing is Tucson's most trusted plumber. Our team of licensed professionals can fix anything your home can dish out. When your plumbing's in trouble, call Ram on the double. Online at bestplumbertucson.com.
This summer, savings is the ultimate drive.
The road has been long, and now you're here. One incredible family.
You've saved so many families so much. I want that opportunity.
Savings and Selection 100, now playing at O'Reilly Chevrolet. Go to O'Reilly.com, call 747-8000, or test drive one on Broadway next to Park Place Mall. Find new roads at O'Reilly Chevrolet. More than a great price.
O'Reilly Chevrolet.
Experiencing the natural wonders comes easy at Rock & Kay. Nestled at the base of the Rincon Mountain foothills. Enjoy stunning mountain views up close every day. Explore natural open space, a network of connecting trails, and a community park within the Vail School District. Visit Lennar's 2 communities in Rock & Kay with home savings up to $35,000 and limited time interest rate and closing cost incentives on select move-in ready homes. Live RockandK.com. Designed by Nature, proud U of A radio broadcast sponsor.
True Wildcat fans know that when you're looking for the best place to watch all the big games on big screens, drinking cold beer and having the best food, all paths lead to Desert Diamond. Bet on your Wildcats and all your favorite teams 24/7 on our easy-to-use kiosks. Come chill on our comfy couches and build your best bet at Arizona's best bet, the Desert Diamond Sportsbook and Bar.
An enterprise of the Tohono O'odham Nation.
Problem gambling? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Desert Diamond Casino is licensed in Arizona.
The Window Depot is proud to sponsor the first look at today's game and would like to invite Arizona Wildcat fans to visit one of their Tucson warehouses. The Window Depot provides over 1,000 in-stock vinyl windows, interior and exterior doors, plus granite and quartz countertops, and a huge selection of custom cabinetry, all at the lowest prices in town. Consider the Window Depot your MVP when it comes to your home improvement needs. Stores are open Monday through Saturday, or order online at thewindowdepot.com. The Window Depot, more than a window store.
Coach Tommy Lloyd here. Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is the ultimate team when it comes to your home's comfort.
Thinking about replacing your heating and air system? It's free furnace season at Right Way.
These are some of the slowest months of the year. We have equipment in stock and our crews are available.
And to spark business, we're including an 80% furnace absolutely free with the purchase of an air conditioning system.
And if that's not enough, we'll include a Wi-Fi thermostat, 10-year parts and labor warranty, plus we have 0 interest financing available.
Call or text 520-200-2422 today or visit rightwayac.com.
You want to protect her, you'll give anything to make sure nothing harms her. Every minute together makes unforgettable memories. Except that time you parked her under that tree and...
Oh, come on, man. Really?
Sorry, we'll never speak of it again. But remember who came to her rescue? Recon Auto Detailing. Arizona's premier auto detailing company comes directly to you. We'll make your masterpiece shine like it should, and with a monthly maintenance package, we'll keep it that way. Recon Auto Detailing. Online at recondetail.com.
Does it feel like the price of everything is going up, up, up? We can't control the price of gas or groceries, but at Royal Kia, we never add market adjustments, even while other dealers add fees because inventory is limited. At Royal Kia, you can rest assured you won't pay market adjustments, and we stand by our transparent online pricing. Royal Kia, the dealership that's different. OAC plus tax, title, license, dealer installed options, and $529 doc fee. Royal Kia, Speedway in Columbus or royalkia.com.
Here's an important message from University Termite and Pest Control. The weather is getting cooler here, and so rodents will be seeking alternative housing. Do you need a professional? Call University Termite and Pest Control, 886-4146. They've been serving Tucson since 1974. You can be assured University Termite and Pest Control will keep you pest-free using the most responsible products and application methods. 28 school districts, 3 hospitals, 2 colleges, 1 university, and thousands of homeowners trust University Termite and Pest Control. You can too. Call University Termite and Pest Control today at 886-4146 or go to bepestfree.com.
The Meridian Wealth Management Postgame Show continues on the home of Arizona men's basketball. Wildcats Radio 1290.
One bounce up to Boswell. Shovel right for Lewis. Lewis fakes right, drives left into the lane. Underneath, Pella Larson will lay it in reverse side.
What a no-look dime from KJ Lewis on the back cut.
Pella Larson led the Wildcats in scoring, led all scorers tonight with 18 points, 8 of 12 from the floor, 2 of 2 from 3, 18.7 rebounds, 2 assists and a steal in 28 minutes for Pella Larson. You heard the feed there from Kylan Boswell, who we talked about, and Kylan finished the game with 2 assists tonight. Wildcats did not crack that 20 for yet another game. They got to 19 assists on 40 made shots tonight in the ball game. Quick check of your Mesquite Valley Growers Pac-12 scoreboard. Tight one tonight up in Tempe. Arizona State leading Utah 55-53 with about 9 minutes left to go in that one. Utah will be coming down the road to take on the Wildcats on Saturday. Let's head back out to McKale Center and hear from the Arizona Wildcats players, Pella Larson and Mateus Krivas at the dais after the ball game tonight.
After Sunday?
I felt really good. I feel like everyone had great energy, and every time we play in McKay, like, you get so much energy from our fans and our crowds. So, you know, it's really, really hard to not come out as excited as we was.
Did you guys need a game like this, obviously, after the losses?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely wanted a game like this. But, I mean, we just want wins at the end of the day. So it just counts as one win, and we're trying to get another one on Saturday.
The week like after the last 4 days, like, you know, did you feel this coming on, that it was going to be different for you guys tonight?
I mean, I think we usually done a good job responding games like this, and yeah, but we've been working hard and really taking a step back and redoing some things, and it's looks like it's working. So we just gotta stick to that.
The last time we talked to you, you mentioned about how getting used to the amount that people swat at the ball and all that. Do you feel that you're becoming more comfortable with the physicality of the game?
I think it's still the most important thing for me to get better, because I get in these situations every game and I need to get better.
But these last few games, the Cal game and then this one, it seemed like you were able to finish a little bit more. Is it just a matter of going up stronger?
Yeah.
Can you talk about your progression so far to this point?
I mean, I think I'm developing the same as a team. We started the season early, so we're just developing together, and I think our goal is not finished yet.
Well, what do you think about just coming off that loss, and how did that hit you on Sunday, watching what happened, and, you know?
It was a really tough loss. Coaches in the practices pushed us, and we didn't play like home game for, I don't know, a long time, so we needed this game, and we came up and did our job.
Well, how do you think the second unit played today overall?
I think good.
Yeah, Any other questions for Pella or Matthias?
What was the key, maybe getting that defensive back? You mentioned you tweaked a couple things, Pella. I didn't know, did you feel like it was maybe half technique and half effort, or what was the key to kind of, the turnovers you forced and keeping them low shooting?
Just not really tweaking much, just getting back to what we were doing earlier in the season. Looking back how we were playing then and then recently. So, just being a little bit more handsy, aggressive, and most of all, just playing together, like moving like one on defense. And we did a good job on switches today. They got a few backdoor cuts, but nothing too crazy.
Have you and Kylan worked on that pass that he had to you in the first half?
Maybe yes, I haven't. But, I'm just trying to make sure he doesn't get a turnover. So if he throws it, I'll go get it.
Were you surprised that you ran out in front and suddenly the ball was in front of you?
No. He does, amazing things like that pretty often. So he's a great guy and great player. So I just run and he'll probably find me.
And can you talk about his game, because he kind of was stumping a little bit. Today he was fantastic.
Yeah, he started great. Can't expect a guy to shoot 60% the whole season. Ball goes in sometimes not, and just got to find the balance of fitting our big guys and creating your own shots. She's doing a good job.
When you say you went back, did you guys watch any of the old games from earlier this season? Anything in particular jump out at you about a certain time when you thought we got to get back to that or whatever?
It was just kind of that feeling that we all agreed on in our team meetings, that feeling we got to get back to playing as one on defense.
Any other questions for Mo or Pella?
Well, what did it feel like for you, Pella? Just the difference playing here, and you guys seem to want to have, obviously you talked a lot about liking those challenges you had last month, but just playing away from home for almost a month. Did that even strike you? And how?
Honestly, I didn't really think much about it until so many people started talking about it, and it's still basketball wherever you play. So if it's McKale or anywhere else, it's the same game. But I cherish playing here. I love playing here in front of our fans. Don't have many games left to do it, so just gotta take that opportunity and play as hard as you can.
9 home games left to go for the Arizona Wildcats. Pella Larsson and Matthias Krivas at the dais after the ball game. And since Kelvin was so excited about it, I'm going to give the Window Depot glass cleaner of the game to none other than Matthias Krivas, who had 9 rebounds in the ball game, 3 of those at the offensive end of the floor. He is your Window Depot glass cleaner of the game. Window Depot, lowest prices, biggest inventory. Shop thewindowdepot.com.
That's pretty hard to do, is to get 9 boards in 17 minutes.
Yeah.
That's not easy.
And I was just watching the highlights again, and he was wrecking shop.
Yeah.
You see some of them screens? Hey, the coaches told him, we need you to be more physical if you want more minutes.
Well, he just said it. He was asked if he was more successful because he finished stronger, and he said yes.
There it is.
Very simple. Very sweet and simple. Yes.
I love it.
Here was the answer to that. All right, 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. You'll hear a little bit later in the program from the head coach, Tommy Lloyd. We'll get his thoughts on the win tonight over the Colorado Buffaloes as the Wildcats once again avoid back-to-back losses in the Tommy Lloyd era. They are now 14-0. They've won all 14 games after a loss. After a 13th, their 13 losses that Tommy has had, they have won the 14 games that have come after those losses. We'll take another break here, come back with a whole lot more with Kelvin Efon, J.W. Madden. I'm David Kelly. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
This is the Meridian Wealth Management postgame show on the home of Arizona men's basketball. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Hi, Hi, this is Natalie Fernandez of Meridian Wealth Management, and I'd like to invite you to our complimentary retirement income workshop held every Friday at 10 a.m. in our offices at the McKale Center. We discuss the key risks in retirement, how retirement has changed, and how to best plan for success. A recent study showed 60% of retirees would go back and plan differently if they could. We want to help you avoid the would've, could've, should've. Call our office at 719-1433 to reserve your seat today.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
Hi, it's Floyd, the family man with the family plan. Outdated HVAC systems will drive up your electric bill, drain your wallet, and peace of mind. Save now at Goodfellas with no payments or interest till 2024. Get a 30% federal tax credit, up to $2,000 off qualifying heat pumps. Trust Goodfellas. We're locally owned with thousands of 5-star reviews. Good service, good prices, Goodfellas. Visit us at goodfellasac.com to schedule a no-cost estimate.
At Nova Home Loans, we believe everyone deserves the opportunity to enjoy the independence that comes with home ownership. Whether you're a first-time home buyer who needs down payment assistance, have less than perfect credit, or looking to refinance, Nova has a variety of home loan programs for your unique situation. Visit novahomeloans.com or call 800-955-9125 to learn more. Not a commitment to lend or extend credit. Rates and available loan programs are subject to change without notice. NMLS 3087, BK 0902429, Equal Housing Opportunity.
The new Blue Whale Car Wash, formerly Octopus Car Wash, is now open. They're locally owned and operated and offer many ways for you to save. Start now by downloading the Blue Whale Car Wash app. Then visit their website at bluewhalecarwashaz.com to find a location near you. Don't forget to follow them on Instagram and Facebook for even more savings. And for a limited time, their exterior-only wash is $5 at all 4 locations. Blue Whale Car Wash, proud radio sponsor of the University of Arizona Wildcats.
If you're a do-it-yourselfer looking for quality car parts in Tucson, look no further. Advance Auto Parts has 6 Tucson locations with over 75 years in business. Advance Auto Parts is the largest car parts retailer in the U.S., and customers know they can trust their products, like Die-Hard batteries. Now with free installation, only found at Advance Auto Parts stores. Take advantage of our same-day delivery and pickup. Just visit our website at stores.advanceautoparts.com and make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Advance Auto Parts, for all your car repair needs. Now a proud radio sponsor of the University of Arizona Wildcats.
What do you mean, trenchless?
Means no trench.
But it's the sewer line.
And they did it without ruining my yard.
The yard we're standing in?
The very same.
I don't know if I trust that.
I trust that because I trust them.
Them?
Ram Plumbing. Locally owned and operated Ram Plumbing, offering a comprehensive range of plumbing services from fixtures to installation to trenchless sewer replacement. Turn to Tucson's most trusted plumber. When your plumbing's in trouble, call Ram on the double. Online at bestplumbertucson.com.
Do you often worry you left the garage door open? With a LiftMaster garage door opener powered by MyQ, you'll never worry again. You can control, secure, and monitor your garage from your smartphone anytime from anywhere through the MyQ app. As an authorized LiftMaster dealer, we have smart openers designed for your needs, including belt drive motors for ultra-quiet operation, integrated camera for live video streaming, and battery backup that lets you in when the power is out.
Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates is your authorized local LiftMaster dealer. Visit KaiserDoor.com for more information.
Get the backyard you've always wanted with a custom pool from First Choice Pools. A backyard oasis built around you. First Choice is a full-service builder of beautiful in-ground pools and backyard designs for years of staycations. If you're ready to dive in, then visit TucsonPoolBuilder.com. Schedule now and get 3 months of full service free. First Choice Pools for installs, renovation, remodeling, and repair. Get started today at TucsonPoolBuilders.com. First Choice Pools, the first and only choice.
Does it feel like the price of everything is going up, up, up? We can't control the price of gas or groceries, but at Royal Kia, we never add market adjustments, even while other dealers add fees because inventory is limited. At Royal Kia, you can rest assured you won't pay market adjustments, and we stand by our transparent online pricing. Royal Kia, the dealership that's different. OAC plus tax, title, license, dealer installed options, and $529 doc fee. Royal Kia, Speedway in Columbus or RoyalKia.com.
Coach Tommy Lloyd here.
Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is the ultimate team when it comes to your home's comfort.
Thinking about replacing your heating and air system? It's free furnace season at Right Way.
These are some of the slowest months of the year. We have equipment in stock and our crews are available.
And to spark business, we're including an 80% furnace absolutely free with the purchase of an air conditioning system.
And if that's not enough, we'll include a Wi-Fi thermostat, 10-year parts and labor warranty, plus we have zero interest financing available.
Call or text 520-200-2422 today or visit rightwayac.com.
This is the Meridian Wealth Management postgame show on the home of Arizona men's basketball. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Leave it in the lane, tried to force it inside, stolen away by Boswell. Lead pass ahead to Larson on the run. Pella lays it up and good.
That was a double bounce pass from 70 feet. Kylan Boswell connects with Pella Larson. Timeout, Buffaloes.
Yeah, can we talk about the pass?
I was like,
talk about the pass.
I was right behind it. Like, I could see the angle coming off his hand. And I was thinking, like, I saw him put English on it, but I was thinking, Pella better get out there because because it did not look from initially when it left his hand, but after the first and then second bounce, I was like, man, that's going to be a perfect pass. It was just beautiful.
And left-handed.
Yeah.
Left-handed.
That was stupid.
I mean,
that's
left-handed, low to the ground with English.
That's one of the best in-game passes I've ever saw.
Yo, so some of the fan base been talking about maybe Kylan's confidence being a little low, Kelvin. What did you see on that play?
Hey, Swagger was on 1,000.
You gotta
know his
throw a
confidence.
pass like that.
Like, you don't even try that pass.
You gotta know the coaches really got your back.
Yeah.
I mean, to come back to shoot 7 threes and to make a pass like that full court, man. I mean, you talking about that's in the first half, man. That's feeling yourself.
You're not up by 35 at that point. Like, that's a game still in question at that point.
Yeah, that's in the first half. I was like,
that was something on what turned out to be a star-studded night. Apparently at McKale Center. We'll go back to if you're watching on our video stream, our guy Aiden Wall from Go AZ Cats got there early tonight. And he had this video here of Adam Sandler hooping it up on the court with the managers.
He's always been a hooper, from what I understand.
Definitely a hooper.
Yeah, he's been hooping since he was young.
He's going back to the Fab 5 days with them shorts.
Yeah.
That's like some white man can't jump kind of get up right there. Pink shirt.
He wasn't in that movie, was he?
No, he was not. No. But that's basically what Woody was wearing.
It was
there.
Woody Harrelson.
Right? Yeah, but he had he had like some teal shorts and a pink shirt. It's a similar look to that.
Adam Sandler, who's been seen out and about around Tucson. Frank Caliendo, the comedian, was there tonight. Apparently, he got on the broadcast with Dave Pash and Bill Walton.
I was going to say, none of those guys are famous relative to Bill Walton. I mean, come on. The biggest celebrity in the history of the world is in the building tonight,
Bill Walton, obviously, was there tonight. Arizona State now up 11 at home. They're looking to go to 3-0. Who had Arizona State at 3-0 to start Pac-12 play? Certainly
Nobody.
Not me. Certainly not me. 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number if you want to get in on the program and talk some Arizona Wildcats basketball. We'll probably go to around midnight tonight, so about an hour left in the show as the Wildcats rebound from their loss at Stanford. Again, they held KJ Simpson to just 10 points in this ball game. The plus minuses, well, I mean, obviously they're going to be absurdly in favor of the Wildcats, but his plus minus tonight was 35. The best plus minus on the Wildcat side was Pella Larson at 29, and then Kylan and Caleb both came in at 27. And I'll continue to say, man, Caleb Love was 7 of 12 in this ball game. Didn't obviously shoot the ball well from 3, just 1 of 4. But man, it just seems to me when he wants to go to the basket and score. Now, granted, he missed the slam dunk, but he can do it. He can do it whenever he wants to do it. I don't necessarily see a lot of guys defensively that can stop him if he wants to drive the ball to the basket. He just seems like that kind of player.
For sure. But you think about it, he played with Baycott last year.
Yeah.
And some other 7-footer.
Yeah.
Now he's playing with Ballo inside in there. Takes up a lot of space. Keyshot, man, kind of drops in there a little bit, too, with the drop coverage a lot of times off of Keyshot. So it takes up a lot of space. So you got to have that movement going on to allow him to get in there to get some of those shots as well. But also, it's just that new age, DK, man, where people want to show they can shoot that ball. It's the Steph Curry. It's the Steph Curry effect.
True.
It's the Salim and Damon Stoudemire effect. You want to show that you are a skilled shooter. And to be real, skilled shooters get paid very well.
Did you see the kids at halftime?
I didn't. I was kind of writing, so I saw them out there, but I really wasn't watching.
I don't know what age this was. Could have been 5th, 6th, 7th grade, something like that, Kelvin. But they had about 10, 12 minutes on the court. And I must have seen 4 or 5 sidestep step backs. So it's just like every single one of them had a move that didn't even really exist 15 years ago. Now everybody's doing it. These guys probably aren't even freshmen in high school yet. And everything was a sidestep step back, Harden style, or that step back to create space and launch from 25.
Man.
Kids today.
Yeah, my 10-year-old, he be doing it. I be like, just shoot the ball, bro. Ain't nobody even on you. But he makes more shots that way right now.
It's rhythm, right? It's a rhythm thing. So it's
Right,
like if that's how you practice it, it's that same thing that we did, back in the day. It's like if you feel really good crossing right to left and then rising up into your jump shot, Kelvin. It's like, and that just feels really good. You go left, right. You got to practice that. You got to practice that other way to do it to make you get comfortable to do it in game. Right. They're just practicing all these side steps and step backs, and it's just creating space like that before you let it go. And I think it's just a rhythm thing more than anything.
And how about some love to the bench mob tonight? Will Manah scored a bucket. Our boy out of Catalina Foothills High School, state champion. Luke Champion got a bucket. I like Conrad Martinez came off the bench and got a bucket. I mean, those guys, they get in, they don't always score.
Wiseman got a couple boards. I'm always going to talk about them boards.
Exactly. Good to see those guys get in there and do some scoring in this ball game tonight. Philip Borovichinen, 4 points, and he got just 5 minutes tonight, but most of the minutes off the bench went to KJ Lewis, Motheus Krivas, and Jaden Bradley. Scary situation with Keyshawn Johnson when he went down. Yeah.
We didn't talk about that yet, man, but it looked like a hyperextension type of thing. His foot got planted, and then he got bent the other way or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm really happy.
Right back.
He came right back in. Yeah, he came right back in.
Yeah, and scored a bucket in the second half. Keyshawn finished, made all 4 of his shots, finished with 8 points, 3 rebounds, had a block and a steal in the 21 minutes that he played in the ball game. All right, 520-848-1290. Let's go ahead and review our key. We'll do our review of our keys to the game here, and see exactly what we thought needed to happen for the Arizona Wildcats to win this ball game today.
Wildcats fans, how did today's Keys to the Game go for the Wildcats? Keys to the Game are brought to you by the Royal Automotive Group. Royal Automotive, the dealership that is different.
All right, I believe. Ooh, yeah, music, love it. I believe Mr. Ifan went first today. I'll start with you, Kelvin. Ifan, what do the Wildcats need to do to win tonight?
Well, I think first and foremost, I think they got to expect a 40-minute game. Expect the best out of Colorado today. So that's the first one. Don't underestimate your opponent. Get back to sharing the ball. Get back to assisting the ball. I want to see over 20 again. It just seemed like when we get that 20, it just seemed like great things happen. And then lastly, slow down KJ Simpson. I mean, when you're guarding a guy that either scoring or assisting on so many points that is so important to a team, you want to take special attention to that guy. And as I said earlier, I think you start with Boswell. I think you mix in a little bit of KJ Lewis in there, and you got Bradley also with his size. And so you can just change it up from a little size, physicality to speed to length, right? And you just mix it up on him and try to make it tough for him.
Well, they certainly did make KJ Simpson's life difficult in this ball game. Again, this young man scored 34 points in the last game out, but he just could not find his shot. And again, I think what was cool about it was what you said earlier, Kelvin. It wasn't just really one guy on him. It was a number of guys, and they just stayed on him outside that 3-point arc. And when he tried to drive, there was usually a guy, cutting him off at the pass. When he tried to get into the lane, he just couldn't get anything flowing.
Yeah, they did. I take a slogan from the football team. They took it personal.
Yeah,
and made a tough 5 for 17, 0 for 3 from the 3-point line. and 8 turnovers.
Yeah, that's
8
the big one right there. Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, made it real tough for him today, and that's what you like to see from a team, especially coming off where a couple guards kind of then got off on you there. You want to come back and kind of shut that noise up and make those other guards from the other team start to think twice about thinking they're going to go off on you.
And I think it's really easy to like point fingers and say, hey, this guy's not doing this guy's not doing that. But you guys need to listen. You listeners out there need to listen to what Pelle Larsson said his postgame. What he said was connectivity, Kelvin. And so we're always talking about that. It's all 5 guys as one mind out on the court together, right? And that's how you play great defense. It's not a matter of clearly you got to keep your man in front of you. And a guy like KJ, whoever's on him, we always knew it was going to be a couple different guys with that assignment. You have to make sure you're keeping him front. But beyond that, Kelvin, the other 4 guys and how the action's happening behind the scenes, that's where there's been some lapses. It's not a guy or 2 missing an assignment. It's the team, helping when you shouldn't and all of those things. And tonight, man, they seemed really, really connected from
more locked in.
Yeah, so you talk about the guys. What I'm saying is you talk about the guys who are matched up on KJ Simpson for that game. The other 4 guys who weren't in that spot had a lot to do with that as well, because they were taking away all those cutters. There are only 2 back doors, right, all day. So they were really doing a really good job of just stopping.
I was a little worried about that early because the 2 they got, I thought it was maybe 3, but they got them early. They got several of those back doors early in the game, and I thought, oh boy, here we go. We go from giving up threes to giving up back doors now. But they were able to.
I'd rather give up them because you're gonna catch you're gonna catch up to those. You're not gonna get as many of those. So I'd rather give up those than giving up those extra points at that 3 line.
Right. Well, my keys were. I'm going to give you a key to the game that maybe is a little bit off the cuff. Home energy. Home energy. The crowd needs to bring it tonight, I think, for this team to get them energized and get them going, maybe a little bit more so than what we're used to. Now, again, this will be a game. This, I believe, will be, both these games this weekend will be the 2 where you're not going to have the traditional Zona Zoo, so you won't have that element, but that'll be normal folks sitting in those seats for a chance for y'all to get involved in this game and get this team going. So home energy is my number 1 key. My number 2 key is one that I talked about on Sunday, and I want to see Keyshawn Johnson back involved with this offense. I think that he has not necessarily been as involved as I would like. And when things were going good for this team earlier, it was because Keyshawn was touching the ball. Keyshawn was getting touches early in the paint. Keyshawn was then being able to maybe get outside and make some shots from distance. And I think I think he's been single digits the last 2 games. You got to get Keyshawn Johnson going, I think, to maybe take some of the pressure off some of these other guys like your Kylan Boswells and your Pelle Larssons. But, again, Pelle's important too. And I'd like to see Pelle again. When J-Dub have talked and I have talked about this on the afternoon show, I want to see Pelle becoming more of an outside threat. I want to see him be that guy that can help this team from the perimeter. So I'd like to maybe see Pelle take 6 3-point shots in this ball game and see where those fall and see if you can get that aspect of this game going, because I think team 3-point shooting is eventually going to be something you're going to have to be, if not great at. You have to make maybe, like I said, I think last Sunday I said 12 would be nice, and maybe you're not going to get that every night, but I'd like to see this team be able to make maybe 6 to 9 3-pointers in every ball game. So Pelle shooting some of those would be a good thing. All right, well, we got 11. So I'll be happy with that. I'll be happy with, I said 12 would be like fabulous. That would be fabulous.
Magnificent.
Yeah, I'll take 11 3-point shots. And again, Keyshawn was 4 for 4. I don't know if they necessarily established him the way that I would have maybe liked to have seen him established with some of those, low post touches maybe early to get him going. But look, he made his he got some shots and he made them. So that was a good thing. And again, Pelle took just 2 of those threes, but he took them. So I'm happy that he got in and found a few that he could get from the outside, and he made them to get in on that party as well, shooting at a high percentage, both those guys. And again, continuing to be aggressive to the basket on his drives was Pelle Larsson. So that was good to see as well today.
No free throws, though. I mean, and that's what Kelvin's talking about, those guys. The rest were really letting him play. I mean, Pelle was just about as aggressive as I've seen in a minute, maybe since that Wisconsin game, at really putting his head down and driving with purpose to finish at the rim, Kelvin. So surprising he took 12 field goals. You got to think maybe 2 of those were outside the paint. The other, obviously, the 2 threes. So probably about 8 of those shots came right around the rim, and no free throw attempts for Pella.
And J-Dub said earlier.
Yeah, to me, I think being connected on defense, number one, because that's what we saw against Stanford. It wasn't individuals. It was about the 5 guys on the court being of one brain. And we saw a lot of connectivity early in the season, especially in that last home game versus Wisconsin. Wisconsin really struggled running their stuff against that Arizona defense. I'd like to see them get back to that. Less than maybe 45% field goal percentage from Colorado. I want to see them put pressure on the rim offensively. Now, I think anytime you go out looking to draw fouls, it's a negative mindset going in. You can't do that. You can't go in saying we're going to foul this guy out. We're going to put this guy in foul trouble. No. But what you can do is say we're going to be aggressive going to the rim. And why is that? Because Colorado's depth, based on their injuries recently, there just aren't a lot of guys past those starting 5. So make sure that whatever you're doing, don't settle for outside looks. And just like Kelvin said and DK said, you got to make sure that you're purposeful on offense. You got to make sure, 20 plus assists is a good number. I really like this moving the ball and that secondary, passing up a good look to find a great look. It's really going to be important against that defense. Like that defense, the man-to-man pressure style defense that they play at Colorado, it hasn't changed ever since he's been up there. And you really need to make sure you work the ball around and move the defense around to get those good looks. So purposeful on offense, 20-plus assists, and I think that'll be a key to winning the game.
19. We got to get back to 20. We got to find that way back to 20.
I'll take 19, though, DK.
Yeah, 19's not. Well, yeah.
Exactly. Take 19, DK. And then what?
That sounds like a song from like the 60s.
No.
Finding my way back to 20.
Yeah.
So it was just an A, not an A+.
Right. Exactly. Right.
Just an A, not an A+.
Do you know what the Arizona Wildcats basketball team averages for assists on the season?
I would say right about maybe 21 or 22.
19.8.
Oh, well, there you go. Right
20.
at 20.
They average 20.
Okay. So they're a little under the average. That's why you can't make it an A+, Howie. Sorry. All right, those are your keys and what we thought needed to happen for Arizona to win tonight.
Wildcats fans, that's a look at your keys to the game. They're brought to you by the Royal Automotive Group. Royal Automotive, the dealership that is different. This is the Meridian Wealth Management postgame show on the home of Arizona men's basketball. Wildcats Radio 1290. KCUB Tucson, a Cumulus media station. We have the Arizona Wildcats covered on game day like no one else. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Does it feel like the price of everything is going up, up, up? We can't control the price of gas or groceries, but at Royal Kia, we never add market adjustments, even while other dealers add fees because inventory is limited. At Royal Kia, you can rest assured you won't pay market adjustments, and we stand by our transparent online pricing. Royal Kia, the dealership that's different. OAC plus tax, title, license, dealer installed options, and $529 doc fee. Royal Kia, Speedway in Columbus or royalkia.com.
Well, it's that time of year. You dress the kids up for the holiday parties, and they hate it. You dress everybody up for the annual holiday card picture, and, well, everybody hates that. You even dress the turkey, and we're pretty sure he's not happy about that. This year, dress up your yard in time for the holidays. Call Dorado Rock and Materials, and we promise there will be no complaints. Make your yard beautiful and worry-free with their personal service and convenient delivery times. Dorado Rock and Materials. The right service, the right product, the right price.
Experiencing the natural wonders comes easy at Rock & K. Nestled at the base of the Rincon Mountain foothills. Enjoy stunning mountain views up close every day. Hit the community trails, explore local parks like Saguaro National and Colossal Cave, and mingle at private Diamond Community Park events. In the top-rated Vail School District, Rock & K is close to work, shopping, and services. Tour 11 different model homes by top-tier builders, offering move-in ready homes and special incentives. Live rockandk.com. Designed by Nature, proud U of A radio broadcast sponsor.
Coach Tommy Lloyd here. Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing is the ultimate team when it comes to your home's comfort.
Thinking about replacing your heating and air system? It's free furnace season at Right Way.
These are some of the slowest months of the year. We have equipment in stock and our crews are available.
And to spark business, we're including an 80% furnace absolutely free with the purchase of an air conditioning system.
And if that's not enough, we'll include a Wi-Fi thermostat, 10-year parts and labor warranty, plus we have zero interest financing available.
Call or text 520-200-2422 today or visit rightwayac.com.
Old Pueblo Harley-Davidson wants your bike. Call us or visit our website to schedule an appointment or stop by today to receive an inspection and an offer. Whether you're looking to trade in and trade up or just looking for some extra money, we're prepared to make you a tempting offer. Don't deal with the hassle of selling it to a stranger. We're here to make the process quick and easy. Only at Pueblo Harley-Davidson or online at PuebloHarley.com. Again, stop into Old Pueblo Harley-Davidson or online at OldPuebloHarley.com. Some restrictions may apply. See dealer for details.
Think of waking up with energy, standing tall and feeling free. Think First Chiropractic, good health is to enjoy.
For over 30 years, Tucson has been putting its trust in First Chiropractic for auto and on-the-job injuries. They're locally owned and a proud sponsor of the U of A radio broadcast. So if you've been injured, make the right choice first.
First Chiropractic, good health is to enjoy.
Hi, this is Natalie Fernandez-Lee, President of Meridian Wealth Management. As a fiduciary investment firm, our clients have trusted us to guide them down their financial paths for decades. Whether you are an individual or family, business, foundation, or nonprofit, we are committed to your long-term goals and financial futures. We are proud supporters of the Tucson community and all that makes our city so special. Visit online at meridianwealthllc.com to learn more about Meridian.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
True Wildcat fans know that when you're looking for the best place to watch all the big games on big screens, drinking cold beer and having the best food, all paths lead to Desert Diamond. Bet on your Wildcats and all your favorite teams 24/7 on our easy-to-use kiosks. Come chill on our comfy couches and build your best bet at Arizona's best bet, the Desert Diamond Sportsbook and Bar.
Enterprise of the Tohono O'odham Nation.
Problem gambling? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Desert Diamond Casino is licensed in Arizona.
The Window Depot is proud to sponsor the first look at today's game and would like to invite Arizona Wildcat fans to visit one of their Tucson warehouses. The Window Depot provides over 1,000 in-stock vinyl windows, interior and exterior doors, plus granite and quartz countertops, and a huge selection of custom cabinetry, all at the lowest prices in town. Consider the Window Depot your MVP when it comes to your home improvement needs. Stores are open Monday through Saturday, or order online at thewindowdepot.com. The Window Depot, more than a window store.
As a homeowner, you've probably seen some pretty bad plumbing problems.
Yeah, I've seen a few.
We've seen them all.
All of them?
Rams Plumbing kept entire buildings flowing. Businesses since 1983.
Wow, so whatever happens to my house...
We've seen it before, and we have the solution. Locally owned and operated Ram Plumbing is Tucson's most trusted plumber. Our team of licensed professionals can fix anything your home can dish out. When your plumbing's in trouble, call Ram on the double. Online at bestplumbertucson.com.
The Meridian Wealth Management Postgame Show continues on the home of Arizona men's basketball. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Conrad stepped back, shot for two, high off the rim, no good. Rivas the offensive rebound, bank it in, flat-footed, and he's fouled.
Mateus Rivas, 7 of 8 from the floor. As we mentioned, he's made 16 of his last 18 shots from the field, 15 points tonight to go along with 9 rebounds. And more importantly, as Kelvin Ifan said, 4 fouls, showing that physicalness that the Wildcats need. 97-50. Arizona knocks off Colorado by 47 at home. We'll get you a full scoreboard later, but we can tell you that the Utah Utes have lost tonight up in Tempe to the Arizona State Sun Devils. So Arizona State is 3-0, and that is the first Pac-12 loss of the year for the Utah Utes. So they'll come in here a little bit angry on Saturday at 6 o'clock after falling 82-70 to the Sun Devils tonight. 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Let's talk to Doug. You are on the Meridian Wealth Management postgame show, Wildcats Radio 1290.
Hey, guys. Glad to be here again. Happy New Year. I didn't call in last game because I was burying my head under some blankets in deep depression. But but I just want to say, like, there's a difference between taking a loss hard and giving up.
Doug, let me stop you, man. You can't just be calling in when things are good. Now, come on, now. If you're gonna be a part if you're gonna be a part of this, you gotta be here when things are going sour as well.
To be fair, Doug did text me personally like 4 or 5 times that night of the Stanford game and did text me and said specifically that he wasn't going to be calling in. So at least we were touching base that night.
Okay.
And to be fair, also, like J-Dub and probably Kelvin knows, I have called in after a lot of losses. But there's just I called in after Princeton. I called in after Houston, 2 years ago. I mean, I do it, but that one, New Year's Eve, what I called New Tears Eve, was pretty painful. Pretty painful. I don't know. I just didn't have it in me. But what I was going to say is, even though the losses are hard to take, I didn't give up on the team, and I didn't give up on the players that maybe looked like they were struggling a little bit, especially, Boswell, Kyle and Boswell and Keyshawn and Pella. And, people were beating them up. And people just have really short-term memories. There are going to be ups and downs in a season, and like I was sitting next to a Colorado guy. He was actually a pretty decent sport, he had good sportsmanship, but he was just sitting there like in wonder, like, how do you guys keep hitting these shots, And it's the same thing that Arizona fans were saying when Smith and Lawyer were doing it for Purdue. We're like, they can't make another one. Oh, they made another one, And then Spencer Jones closes his eyes and goes 8 for 9 from the field for Stanford, and some of the FAU shots. I mean, it goes both ways. That's my point.
Did you?
Sometimes you're going to be on the good end of it, sometimes the bad end of it.
Did you get a chance to hear Coach Lloyd after the game, Doug? Because what he said,
I was still in McKale. Yeah, I was still in McKale, so they played that part of it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, what he said was funny. He said, we banked in 2 threes tonight. He said sometimes, just like Stanford had a night the other day, Arizona had a similar night tonight. So that Colorado fan sitting next to you was just experiencing a night where Arizona couldn't miss those shots.
You know you're gonna win when you bank in 2 threes.
Well, and the other team's going to when we've been on the bad end of that, because how many times have we seen that? Who was it, J-Dub? Was it Adam Spanich that hit the 3-bounce 3-pointer for USC?
There's been so many.
Well, I should ask David, I guess. No, but the one who prevented us from going 18-0 in the Pac-12, Pac-10 back then.
Yeah.
But it was like, we've been on the wrong end of those two, and they even out, right? They even out. But people just need to remember, these guys are still the same player. Like, the Kylan you saw tonight, hitting those threes and making, the sickest pass you've ever seen in your life, is the same guy that you'll see struggle again later this year. Don't give up on him next time, That's just my main point on supporting the players, I was glad to see that the crowd showed up in great numbers. You didn't see, this kind of hangover effect where people came in really depressed. I think the crowd would have been super loud if it had been a close game.
Yeah,
but we got out to such an early lead. The crowd didn't need to.
No,
everybody stood after that pass though.
Oh my gosh! Have you guys already talked about it? I had to miss your whole show up to this point.
We touched on it.
And here's the thing: I just turned off because we were watching the Utah ASU game on ESPN2, so I just turned back to ESPN, but I'm waiting for Sports Center Top 10. You could have 2 Wildcat number 1s this season in less than a week. In less than a week.
Yeah, that's right. And I think, talk about alumni. I think Aaron Gordon was a number 1 in their top 10 not too long ago. We've had our share, but it was interesting on the reaction to that pass. So when there's an extraordinary dunk in McKale, as you know, the crowd just goes bananas. It's just super, super loud, just that immediate burst of scream. This one was different. It was a different sound than you normally hear. It was like, did I really see what I just saw? It was. I wouldn't say it was subdued. It was just more like a shock.
It was delayed.
Shocked kind of reaction.
Yeah, there was a
delayed maybe
And it was kind of like that scene from a high school romance movie where everybody stands up slowly and slow claps at the auditorium meeting, because everybody in the whole building, they didn't stand up in unison. That's so true, Doug. Everybody kind of slowly started standing up and recognizing what they had just witnessed might be the greatest double bounce pass in college basketball history or whatever. But there definitely was a delayed reaction, but that was the one moment I think that the entire crowd in unison did stand up in appreciation for something on the court. It's hard. You're right. It's tough when you got a 30-point, differential. It's tough to get the crowd hyped up for stuff like that.
Right. Right, and I think I did hear a few minutes at the start of the show when Krivas came off the court for the last time. That was the other big ovation, and he really earned it. What I wanted to talk about him. What I loved about his game tonight is that when he felt like he had the advantage, he would look to score inside, and when he felt that he would probe and probe. He would take 3 stabs at it, but if he could tell it wasn't there, then he would kick it back out. And that's exactly what you want to see out of your big guys. You don't want to see them just force it up, and you also don't want to see them just give up too easily. So I just thought he had that perfect balance between like knowing when to actually go up to score and when to kick it out. Did you guys see that too?
Yeah, I think he's a pro. I think that's a guy who clearly has had, training, Kelvin, at the level of semi-pro from guys who are teaching him great habits of what to do down there on the block with the ball, more so than out there on the playground, just kind of figuring things out with your boys. Clearly, Mo Krivas has had incredible instructors throughout his life because, strength, going up strong through traffic at this level is something that he's working on and still will get better at. But quick decision-making, Kelvin. Normally when you see a big at that age, especially catch the ball down there, they're thinking. They got 2 or 3 things going through their head. Should I spin right, left? Let me see if this goes. Now, Krivas, he makes his choices so fast. And at that size and length, it's so hard to defend that when you're going quick up with the ball, and especially going through guys like he did tonight through that contact.
Yeah, having to go up against guys like Ballo every day,
yeah.
I'm sure teaches you how to get that thing up quick.
So do you guys, I'm sure you've already talked a ton about the defense and what, just looked like night and day compared to our defense last time. Do you guys feel like we really actually fixed a lot of our problems, or we were just playing an opponent that had a different sort of philosophy? Because, it seemed like Stanford was like extra pass, 3, and Colorado seemed like they were looking to penetrate. They were looking for a lot of backdoor stuff. And so was it just that they kind of played into our hands more, or did we really just take them out of everything they were trying to do?
Well, I think it was a little bit of both. I definitely don't think it was a team that was looking to shoot threes at the volume that we had seen from, say, Stanford and California and Alabama and some of the other teams recently. I just did that. They don't. That's not really what they do either. So it wasn't what they were going to come in here to try to do in this ball game. But I thought that one of the big differences was that the Wildcats just were able to get out and transition a little bit more. And especially early in this ball game, I thought that they denied and they were able to like Kelvin said early in the show, it was get that ball out going right away to try to get down to the other end and get a quick basket and get an open shot. And I think that was a big difference in the ball game as well.
They also had 10 steals, guys.
Yes.
And a lot of those steals came early. And I think that was, to me, Doug, it's got nothing to do with scheme. It's got nothing to do with X's and O's. It's got to do with how mentally into it the players are. And to a man, because in order to play great defense at this level, as you know, all 5 of those guys have to be thinking the same way out on the court. And so we didn't see that connectivity, obviously, against Stanford. But tonight what you saw was those passing lanes, guys, just disappeared the second that they were open. Any kind of drive baseline got cut off. That good technique, put your foot on the baseline, Kelvin, shut that down. And any pass, the secondary help defender was already there. A lot of those steals early, especially in that, maybe to the 10, 12-minute mark of the first half, were from those secondary defenders, Kelvin, coming over and helping at the perfect time. So you look about open shots, maybe against Purdue, maybe some open shots you might have seen, obviously, versus Stanford. That comes from over-helping or helping at the wrong time. And as Kelvin always eloquently talks about, when the helper's got to come from 2 men over, you just don't have time to get out to that. So tonight's rotations were just super on point. They were all super connected. That's what I saw.
Yeah. So if we had played with the same defensive effort against Purdue, you don't think Lawyer and Smith go off for 53 points? I don't.
That's the effort right there.
Well, I think if they might rethink the drop coverage, against Purdue, because those 2 guys killed him off the high ball screen and then popping from 18, and that's what kind of opened everything up. So there was a little schematic stuff there as far as too much, like dropping a little too deep, Kelvin, when they came off the ball.
They was expecting the big fella too much.
Exactly, a little bit. But, he's Edey's going to be – you got to respect the player of the year.
He warranted that.
That's just a tough matchup. But I think the Stanford's a good example because you're talking about leaving open shooters who aren't more athletic than KJ, right? For instance.
And I'll say this, against Stanford, what you was having and what I thought you saw tonight as well was you had to make multiple efforts. Because they moved the ball. We always call it one more pass. And they did that one more. So you know what you have to do? You have to make one more effort to keep up with it. And I thought they had that effort tonight, just the energy. And it sucks because, again, you have to, when you're used to winning, sometimes you just think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just think it's going to happen because, hey, we just beat everybody. And then when you lose to a team like Stanford, it slaps you in the face a little bit because you know you're better than that. And that's the effort that I saw tonight. Now, Utah, now we do with this one, and I ain't trying to move too fast, but Utah is going to be a chance for me to really look and see because I'm going to look at them again, but I think their best chance to win is throwing up a bunch of threes. I don't think they have the actual talent to drive by us, so it's going to be interesting to see if we'll be able to get there on those guys on those threes and force them to move the ball.
Yeah, and one more thing.
That was one of Colorado's strengths coming in, too, though, was their three-point game, and we definitely took that away from them tonight.
Yeah. One thing Kelvin said there was, finishing those defensive plays and how much extra it's effort from all five guys. A lot of people don't understand what the Princeton offense is. That's it. That's what the whole concept of hard cuts, hard screens, action, set. It's like a soccer thing with the triangles. If you know how triangles work in soccer, that's a similar situation. And you're trying to lull the defense into making one mistake, Kelvin. One mistake leaves an open shooter, leaves a backdoor cut for an open layup or whatever. You got to have all five guys engaged for that entire 30 seconds, however long it is that the offensive team's got the ball. And that's what we saw tonight. We just saw concerted effort from all five guys, helping the helper and all that stuff. It was just a really solid team defense. Not one guy who stood out as being the guy. You don't have a guy blocking 8 shots, so you can't go to the rim. You don't got a guy who's, picking a pocket of every single, ball handler out there. But all five guys are solid defenders. Some are great defenders. And when they play well like that, Doug, together, I mean, you saw what just happened.
Doug, one last point. We got to
Yeah. Well, I just want to say it's not going to be easy on the road in Boulder because we always have tough time up there. So we can't be thinking, we beat these guys by 50 last time. It'll be a cakewalk. That'll be an entirely different challenge, especially if De Silva is back. So, but it was a lot of fun tonight. Thank you.
Hey, we appreciate you, Doug. Thank you very much.
Bear down, Doug.
Appreciate it. 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290. We'll get a break in, come back, get our we didn't do our best bet. So we'll do that next. It's the Meridian Wealth Management postgame show. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
This is the Meridian Wealth Management postgame show on the home of Arizona men's basketball. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Southern Arizona Radiology Associates have been dedicated to providing superior images and quality care for the last 35 years. They're the one you trust when you need an X-ray, CT scan, ultrasound, mammogram, or MRI. They have locations in Tucson, Green Valley, and Sierra Vista. Ask your doctor to refer you to Southern Arizona Radiology Associates today. That's Southern Arizona Radiology Associates. Visit their website at sararadiology.com or call 520-335-6849 for more information.
Here's an important message from University Termite and Pest Control. The weather is getting cooler here, and so rodents will be seeking alternative housing. Do you need a professional? Call University Termite and Pest Control, 886-4146. They've been serving Tucson since 1974. You can be assured University Termite and Pest Control will keep you pest-free using the most responsible products and application methods. 28 school districts, 3 hospitals, 2 colleges, 1 university, and thousands of homeowners trust University Termite and Pest Control. You can too. Call University Termite and Pest Control today at 886-4146 or go to bepestfree.com.
Desperate buyers have created tremendous opportunity for sellers. If you've had the slightest thought of selling your home, it's time to call Sean Poston with the Poston Results Team at Keller Williams, Southern Arizona. Why choose the Poston Results Team? Past performance, more money in your pocket, over a 65% referral rate, an incredible Poston Results Team staff, and most important, communication, because you and your home matter. The Poston Results Team. When buying and selling really matter, go to TucsonHomeValues.com. That's TucsonHomeValues with an S.com.
Are you ready to adopt? Come to the Humane Society of Southern Arizona. When you adopt from us, you will save more than one life. You'll also make room for the next pet in need. The Humane Society of Southern Arizona has been compassionately serving pets and the people who love them since 1944. Our knowledgeable adoption matchmakers will help you find the right pet for your home and support you after you adopt. We are open 7 days a week at our main campus at 635 West Roger Road. Learn more and see adoptable pets at hssaz.org.
Do you often worry you left the garage door open? With a LiftMaster garage door opener powered by MyQ, you'll never worry again. You can control, secure, and monitor your garage from your smartphone anytime from anywhere through the MyQ app. As an authorized LiftMaster dealer, we have smart openers designed for your needs, including belt drive motors for ultra-quiet operation, integrated camera for live video streaming, and battery backup that lets you in when the power is out.
Kaiser Garage Doors and Gates is your authorized local LiftMaster dealer. Visit KaiserDoor.com for more information.
Hi, this is Tim Couch, retired NFL quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, partner at Meridian Wealth Management, and proud member of Meridian's Tucson Advisory Business Council. It's my favorite time of year, college football season. I've always been a proud Wildcat. As our firm has grown in Tucson with Ruben and Natalie Fernandez, I now cheer on 2 Wildcats every year. My alma mater of Kentucky, of course, and our U of A Cats. Here's to a great football season, and go Cats.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
Ever wonder if after a long day of returning holiday gifts, the secret to banishing your body aches lies right under your feet? The reason for your knee, hip, and back pain could be stemming from your feet. It may all be connected. The Good Feet store's arch supports are designed to alleviate, even eliminate that pain, and are possible game changers for your entire body. And as a bonus, they're HSA FSA eligible. Schedule your free fitting and test walk at goodfeet.com or stop by a store. Walk-ins are welcome. Visit the Good Feet store. You deserve it.
As Arizona's leading personal injury law firm for more than 30 years, Goldberg & Osborne agrees, bear down, Arizona. With offices statewide, including 5 in Tucson and Southern Arizona, the Eagle gives you home field advantage. More than 1,800 5-star Google reviews prove Goldberg & Osborne has the playbook for any situation. So after any accident, let the attorneys voted best personal injury law firm tackle that insurance company and get you the settlement you deserve. Goldberg & Osborne, 1-800-THE-EAGLE.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
Here's wishing you a safe and happy new year. I'm Ron Arenas, the owner of Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing. Don't let heating and plumbing problems spoil 2024. When you need us, make a resolution to call 520-440-4069 for honest service to the Tucson area for over 22 years. We are proud to serve you.
Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
You know, there are times when you want a new truck, and there are times when you need a new truck. So if either of those times are right now, O'Reilly Chevrolet has the time for you. O'Reilly is kicking off Savings and Selection 100. To celebrate 100 years in business, we have over 100 trucks to choose from. See them all at O'Reilly.com. Call 747-8000 or test drive one today on Broadway next to Park Place Mall. Find new roads during Savings and Selection 100 at O'Reilly Chevrolet. More than a great price.
O'Reilly Chevrolet.
The Meridian Wealth Management Postgame Show continues on the home of Arizona men's basketball. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Little drive right. Bradley into the lane. Stops there. Kick it back to Love. Caleb squares up. Deep three is up and good. Caleb Love with Alexis of Tucson. Charity three.
That was Caleb's lone 3 of the evening. A straightaway one from about, he was probably about good 3-4 feet behind the arc on that one. 16 points for Caleb Love on 7 of 12 from the floor. He had 3 rebounds, did not have an assist in the ball game tonight. No.
He didn't have one in the last game either, did he?
I don't think so. That's 2 games in a row he has not had an assist. But, again, got downhill when he wanted to tonight. And the Wildcats win it 97-50 over the Colorado Buffaloes. Just taking a look at his line, he has had just 2 assists in the last 5 games. So that's something else that has changed dramatically with this offense. Because you look at the first 8 games or so, he had no less than 3 assists in all of those games. But in the last 5 games, he's gone 0 against Alabama, 1 against Florida Atlantic, 1 against California, 0 against Stanford, and 0 tonight against Colorado.
And Pella's assists have gone way up, right?
Let's look and see what Pella's assists have done of recently. So he has I mean, if we go back to Wisconsin, he had 4.62, 5.7, 2.2.
Like I said, 6'5" from Pella
Right.
means Caleb, only one guy can get the assist. And I think you hot potato around, and there's 2 or 3, 4 guys on this team who are willing passers, especially finding the cutter. KJ, Kelvin, in short space, finding Pella for that back, it wasn't really a back door.
That was a dime.
More like KJ got around the defense, secondary defender stepped up to him, and he kind of just hooked it around him to Pella, who was cutting the baseline. That was just a really, really nice read. I don't look at Caleb Love as the kind of guy who's penetrating to find other players. It's more like when he gets it going, his reputation, precedes him. He's gonna get extra defensive attention, and that's what leads to open shooters or cutters or whatever. So, yeah, I'm not worried about his assist numbers outside of just the overall offense of the Cats kind of struggling. I think that's what you're seeing more than anything.
All right, who's taking home the money tonight?
Tucson, what happened with today's best bets? Did the Cats beat the spread? It's time to look at the best bets, brought to you by Desert Diamond Sportsbook, Arizona's best bet.
Arizona was a 12-point favorite in this game, and they win by 47. So covering dramatically, and we all took U of A and laid the line tonight.
I think I said like 15.
Yeah.
Something like that.
15? Yeah.
Didn't never think.
The over-under was 160. Calvin and I took the over, and it comes in at 147. J-Dub took the under.
But that was the worst offensive game Colorado has
Colorado's-
had all year.
Exactly.
That was the worst. I expected Arizona to do this. I thought at least 70, 75 for Colorado, and I thought Arizona could, run up the type of points that this pretty much what they average in some of these wins, that 90 in that area there. But I just thought offensively, who would have ever thought KJ Lewis would have had a night like that?
Well, right, I think
Simpson. Oh, Lewis, wow.
Yeah, too many KJs.
It's getting late.
Yeah.
Kevin Johnson had 5 assists. I think everybody in the fan base knew after Stanford that Arizona's going to come out with their hair on fire defensively because that's all coaching staff's been talking about all week. But holding them to 50, nobody saw that coming.
Not at all. So J-Dub is up a game, gains a game on Calvin and I. He is now 20-8. I'm 18-10. Kelvin is 17-11. So J-Dub opened up a 2-game lead with the under call.
You just got to let me go first next time because the only reason that happens is because I went last and I didn't want all 3 of us to pick the exact same thing.
Will go first. You'll go first then on Saturday.
Let's do it.
We'll let you go first. We'll see how it turns out.
Today's best bets. They're brought to you by Desert Diamond Sportsbook, Arizona's best bet.
See, now you got me looking for to see if his name is actually Kevin Johnson Simpson.
Yeah, Kevin Johnson Simpson. That would be amazing.
He is a junior. Kenneth Simpson senior, so it's Kenneth Simpson Jr. is how they get the KJ there.
We talked about Kevin Johnson, I think, last post game too.
Yeah.
Man, I don't think some of the young folk out there really understand
how good he was.
Yeah,
I love KJ.
He was a good player. One of the guys I loved wearing a Cavaliers uniform back in the day.
I just he used to dunk on dudes. that dunk on Elijah, because you're a 6'6" guard, and you see a guard being so aggressive, and in his defense, I think he was underrated.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
On what type of defender he was, a full court, get up in your grill. Him and Frank Johnson, man, they be giving you headaches. And it was that Thunder Dan. Yeah, they be giving you headaches.
Well,
man.
think about that league, man. You got like Isaiah and Stockton, those kind of dudes. That's who you got to match up with, right, at that spot. And then Baron Davis came in towards the end. Like, there was some legit point guard. Not that there aren't great point guards into modern NBA, but, yeah, back in Kevin Johnson's era, it was very point guard driven for sure.
All right, final score 97-50. We'll take another break here, come back, have one more segment with Kelvin. You'll hear from the head coach as well. It is the Meridian Management Postgame Show with Kelvin Ifan, JW Madden. I'm David Kelly. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
This hour of the Meridian Wealth Management Postgame Show is brought to you by Humane Society of Southern Arizona, Lexus of Tucson, Nova Home Loans, Recon Auto Detail, Ride Now Power Sports Tucson, Tucson Police Department, Broadway in Tucson, Dave & Buster's Tucson, Dorado Rock, First Choice Pools, The Good Feet Store, Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care, O'Reilly Chevrolet, Ram Plumbing, Restaurant Supply Store, Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Rocking KA Master Plan Community Design by Nature, University Termite and Pest Control.
Cantina nachos, strawberry watermelon margaritas, a few zombie kills, and all your favorite sports teams live? When your day calls for some winning, it's time for Dave & Buster's, where you can eat, drink, play, and watch all the sports you want. They've got massive HD TVs, hundreds of the hottest new games, a chef-crafted menu, and an incredible list of beers, wines, and cocktails. So remember, if your day calls for a little victory, a little triumph, a little win, it's probably calling for Dave & Buster's.
The Window Depot is proud to sponsor the first look at today's game and would like to invite Arizona Wildcat fans to visit one of their Tucson warehouses. The Window Depot provides over 1,000 in-stock vinyl windows, interior and exterior doors, plus granite and quartz countertops, and a huge selection of custom cabinetry, all at the lowest prices in town. Consider the Window Depot your MVP when it comes to your home improvement needs. Stores are open Monday through Saturday, or order online at thewindowdepot.com. The Window Depot, more than a window store.
Here's an important message from University Termite and Pest Control. The weather is getting cooler here, and so rodents will be seeking alternative housing. Do you need a professional? Call University Termite and Pest Control, 886-4146. They've been serving Tucson since 1974. You can be assured University Termite and Pest Control will keep you pest-free using the most responsible products and application methods. 28 school districts, 3 hospitals, 2 colleges, 1 university, and thousands of homeowners trust University Termite and Pest Control. You can too. Call University Termite and Pest Control today at 886-4146 or go to bepestfree.com.
What up, Tucson? This is Joseph Blair, former Wildcat and assistant coach of the Washington Wizards. When I came to play basketball at the U of A in the 90s, the Tucson community became and has always remained a special part of my life. And this is why I proudly joined the Meridian Wealth Management Tucson Advisory Business Council. If you have financial questions or concerns, please be sure and call my friends Natalie or Ruben Fernandez at 719-1433 or visit online at Meridian Wealth LLC. And as always, bear down, Tucson.
Advisory services provided by Meridian Wealth Management, a registered investment advisor.
Experiencing the natural wonders comes easy at Rock & Kay, nestled at the base of the Rincon Mountain foothills. Enjoy stunning mountain views up close every day. Hit the community trails, explore local parks like Saguaro National and Colossal Cave, and mingle at private Diamond Community Park events. In the top-rated Vail School District, Rock & Kay is close to work, shopping, and services. Tour 11 different model homes by top-tier builders, offering move-in ready homes and special incentives. Live RockandK.com. Designed by Nature, proud U of A radio broadcast sponsor.
Savings in Selection 100 is going on right now at O'Reilly Chevrolet because we have selection, we have savings, and we have over 100 trucks, including Chevy Silverados, the #1 selling full-size pickup in Arizona. See them all at O'Reilly.com. Call 747-8000 or test drive one today on Broadway next to Park Place Mall. Find new roads during Savings in Selection 100 at O'Reilly Chevrolet. More than a great price.
O'Reilly Chevrolet.
See dealer for details. As Arizona's leading personal injury law firm for more than 30 years, Goldberg & Osborne agrees, bear down, Arizona. With offices statewide, including 5 in Tucson and Southern Arizona, the Eagle gives you home field advantage. More than 1,800 5-star Google reviews prove Goldberg & Osborne has the playbook for any situation. So after any accident, let the attorneys voted best personal injury law firm tackle that insurance company and get you the settlement you deserve. Goldberg & Osborne, 1-800-THE-EAGLE.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
Here's wishing you a safe and happy new year. I'm Ron Arenas, the owner of Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing. Don't let heating and plumbing problems spoil 2024. When you need us, make a resolution to call 520-440-4069 for honest service to the Tucson area for over 22 years. We are proud to serve you.
Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
True Wildcat
Wildcat fans know that when you're looking for the best place to watch all the big games on big screens, drinking cold beer and having the best food, all paths lead to Desert Diamond. Bet on your Wildcats and all your favorite teams 24/7 on our easy-to-use kiosks. Come chill on our comfy couches and build your best bet at Arizona's best bet, the Desert Diamond Sportsbook and Bar.
An enterprise of the Thana Autumn Nation.
Problem gambling? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Desert Diamond Casino is licensed in Arizona.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. I knew we could not put off getting life insurance. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $40 a month. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $18 a month.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-452-5050 or go to SelectQuote.com now. That's 1-800-452-5050. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
Sports fans in Tucson can't survive without 1290. In the fall, we bring you Arizona football, the NFL, and the Super Bowl. Then 1290 brings you Arizona men's basketball. And in the spring, Arizona baseball. Wildcats Radio 1290. The Meridian Wealth Management Postgame Show continues on the home of Arizona men's basketball. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Mo trying to spin move, get him down to the block. Turns, nowhere to go, back out to Lewis. KJ will jump it up, banked it home for three.
KJ Lewis tonight. That was his only three-point shot of the night. He got one of the bank shots. Who got the other one? Was it Pella that had the other? Who had the other bank shot?
No, it was Boswell.
Boswell, yeah.
Yeah, it was Boswell.
Yeah, Boswell had the other bank shot. KJ finished with 5 points, 2 rebounds, had an assist, had a steal on the night in 18 minutes. Arizona Wildcats win it by a score of 97-50. It'll be the Utah Utes at 6 o'clock at McKale Center on Saturday night. Kelvin, last thoughts from you tonight on a nice bounce back win after a frustrating loss on Sunday.
Yeah, it was really, even though it was a blowout, it was enjoying to watch because the guys just played hard all the way through, and that's what you're looking for, especially after a loss. I always like to see how the guys respond to the coaching because you want to know what the longevity of this season could be from watching that response. And man, they came out like they've been playing together 20 games. So I'm just excited to see these guys come out now versus Utah, who's hungry, need that split. They need that one win to keep themselves in contention for the league championship. So I think that's going to be an interesting game. But I think these guys kind of got their energy going, and they like playing at McKale. So, again, great game tonight, and looking forward to what is in store for Utah.
It's Saturday night against the Utes, and then it'll be a game on the road at Washington State a week from Saturday. They'll get a kind of a week off from games, no Thursday game next week. A chance to get back in the gym and refine some things before heading out on the road and then welcoming in the LA schools the week after that. We will talk to you on Saturday, Kelvin.
Yes, sir. Bear down, guys.
Kelvin Efon, he is the captain. And we will take one final timeout, come back, give you a scoreboard here from Tommy Lloyd. It is the Meridian Wealth Management postgame show on Wildcats Radio 1290.
This is the Meridian Wealth Management postgame show on the home of Arizona men's basketball. Wildcats Radio 1290.
Cool Willie's Air and Plumbing. Always trust the big guy. Mention your Wildcats and receive $50 off any repair at coolwillies.com. Cool Willie's is proud to be a partner of the University of Arizona Wildcats basketball radio broadcast. Two powerful teams working hard for you to get the job done right every day. Cool Willie's Air and Plumbing. Big enough to help, small enough to care. Remember to mention your Wildcats and receive $50 off any repair. coolwillies.com.
Broadway in Tucson presents the Rockin' 2023-2024 season featuring 8 blockbuster productions including Disney's Aladdin, The Book of Mormon, Hairspray, and Chicago. Enjoy the Southern Arizona musical premieres of Tina, the Tina Turner Musical, Ain't Too Proud, The Life and Time of the Temptations, MJ the Musical, and Mrs. Doubtfire. Secure your choice season tickets today and get the ultimate in flexibility and the lowest prices all season. Visit BroadwayInTucson.com and secure your season tickets today.
Does it feel like the price of everything is going up, up, up?
We can't control the price of gas or groceries, but at Royal Kia, we never add market adjustments, even while other dealers add fees because inventory is limited. At Royal Kia, you can rest assured you won't pay market adjustments, and we stand by our transparent online pricing. Royal Kia, the dealership that's different. OAC plus tax, title, license, dealer installed options, and $529 doc fee. Royal Kia, Speedway in Columbus or royalkia.com.
At Standard Restaurant Supply, their vision and number one goal is to improve the lives of their customers and clients by providing a better culinary experience. Standard Restaurant Supply, if it's in a restaurant and not food, they have it. Open to the public, no membership fees, and they offer bulk store pricing without the bulk store purchase. Open Monday through Saturday at 601 South Cherry Avenue or call 885-2345. Standard Restaurant Supply is a proud sponsor of the U of A Radio Sports broadcast.
Caruso's, a Tucson tradition since 1938, located on historic 4th Avenue. For 4 generations, Caruso's handmade sauce has been prepared with love by a family member, using only the best ingredients. Enjoy specialty Italian dishes like lasagna al forno, chicken tetrazzini, real Italian sausages, spectacular pizza, as well as many vegetarian options. Caruso's offers outdoor dining on their garden patio with indoor dining also available. Open Tuesday through Sunday, with all your favorites available for takeout. For more information, call 520-624-5765 or visit their website at carusositalian.com.
Here's an important message from University Termite and Pest Control. The weather is getting cooler here, and so rodents will be seeking alternative housing. Do you need a professional? Call University Termite and Pest Control, 886-4146. They've been serving Tucson since 1974. You can be assured University Termite and Pest Control will keep you pest-free using the most responsible products and application methods. 28 school districts, 3 hospitals, 2 colleges, 1 university, and thousands of homeowners trust University Termite and Pest Control. You can too. Call University Termite and Pest Control today at 886-4146 or go to bepestfree.com.
Experiencing the natural wonders comes easy at Rock & K. Nestled at the base of the Rincon Mountain foothills. Enjoy stunning mountain views up close every day. Explore natural open space, a network of connecting trails, and a community park within the Vail School District. Visit Lennar's 2 communities in Rock & K with home savings up to $35,000 and limited time interest rate and closing cost incentives on select move-in ready homes. LiveRockandK.com. Designed by Nature, proud U of A radio broadcast sponsor.
The Window Depot is proud to sponsor the first look at today's game and would like to invite Arizona Wildcat fans to visit one of their Tucson warehouses. The Window Depot provides over 1,000 in-stock vinyl windows, interior and exterior doors, plus granite and quartz countertops, and a huge selection of custom cabinetry, all at the lowest prices in town. Consider the Window Depot your MVP when it comes to your home improvement needs. Stores are open Monday through Saturday, or order online at thewindowdepot.com. The Window Depot, more than a window store.
The Meridian Wealth Management Postgame Show continues on the home of Arizona men's basketball. Wildcats Radio 1290. The Pac-12 scoreboard is brought to you by Mesquite Valley Growers. Mesquite Valley Growers. Real growers, real experience, real nursery.
All right, here's what happened tonight in the Pac-12 Conference. Arizona State beats Utah 82-70. The Sun Devils are 3-0. In Pac-12 play, Frankie Collins, 19.7 rebounds, 6 assists tonight for the Devils. Utah will come to town here in Tucson on Saturday at 11-3, 2-1. They were led tonight by Brandon Carlson, who had 19 points and 8 rebounds. Oregon is 3-0. They win on the road in Seattle against the Huskies. The Huskies fall 76-74, so the Huskies now drop to 0-3 in conference play. Kwame Evans Jr., 15 points, 8 rebounds, 3 block shots tonight for the Oregon Ducks. The lone other game saw Washington State get their first conference win. Washington State knocks off Oregon State 65-58. The Cougars are now 1-2, as are the Oregon State Beavers at 1-2. Games in the top 25 of note. There were not very many tonight. Gonzaga beats Pepperdine by 26. James Madison over Louisiana by 7. Memphis edges Tulsa on the road 78-75. 97-50 was the final here at McKale Center. The Wildcats beat the Colorado Buffaloes. Let's hear from the head coach of the Arizona Wildcats, Tommy Lloyd.
Well, I didn't expect that. So happy for the guys. Happy the guys played well, but, I don't know what time we play on Saturday, but, we got to be ready.
I mentioned perimeter defense tonight. KJ Simpson struggled to get any type of open look. Just talk about the defense on him tonight.
Yeah, I mean, and we're a good defensive team. You know, you got to trust that, and you know, you're going to have tough nights like we did, and you know, and hey, and look at some of the shots we made tonight, banking in threes and things like that. That happens, you know. So we were on the other side of that a few days ago, and luckily today we flipped it.
Specifically, Tommy, did the offense drive the defense, or the defense drive the offense?
Well, I mean, I always want to play complementary basketball. I mean, I think your defense has to, you know, complement your offense, and your offense has to complement your defense. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I mean, listen, anytime you're playing really good defense, it can help drive your offense. There's no doubt about that. So, you know, if you're playing with great force on the defensive end, rebounding and getting in transition, that's usually a good formula.
What do you think of this game heading into the Utah game?
I mean, you know what? It doesn't matter. There's no plus minus in this deal. We won a conference game at home that we should win. So, you know, we got to come out in Saturday and we play a tough Utah team that's really good. So, you know, we got to be on edge.
Good to see Boswell come out and play the way he did.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Kylan played well. I mean, listen, guys, Kylan's 18. You know, give him some grace. You know, give him some space, give him some time, let him develop. I mean, that's what we're doing, and he played really well today, and you know, hopefully he can continue to build on it. But you know, by no means is he a finished product.
I think Mo is 15 to 17 from the field the last 3 games. Are you seeing anything where he's starting to make that next step?
I thought today was his best game, just of overall toughness, effort, energy at both ends of the floor. I mean, you know, he's got to, when you're a 7-footer in this program, you're a bad man, and you got to play like it, you know. And he's learning that. He's a really nice kid, really soft-spoken, and you know, he's got to toughen up a little bit, and he showed that tonight.
Did you see that on the defensive side as well?
Yeah, I mean, he played his best all-around game by far. Not even.
Importance of having him play those quality minutes when you have Umar out.
100%. It helps us. I mean, now you have 40 minutes of really good 5 play, you know, play at the 5, and which is something I think if you find advantages at that position, it's gonna really help your team.
And he played some games, I think, in the high level in Lithuania, or.
Yeah, but it's a new culture, you know, new coaching style, new everything. I mean, it's a learning curve, and you know, I mean, you come over here, and he is a really good player, but you know what? Sometimes you have to prove it to yourself when you're in that environment, and it takes some time to do that. And hopefully he's on that. He's trending in that direction.
What the importance of coming out the way you did, punching him early, keeping.
I mean, you know, hey, I mean, I don't know. It's great when you.